August 2021, the smallholder pineapple farmers of the Rusitu Valley in Zimbabwe achieved organic certification, giving them access to valuable European markets. The dramatic landscape of the Rusitu Valley is right at the edge of Zimbabwe in Chipinge in the Eastern Highlands. In this challenging situation, the 45 producers also faced the devastating cyclone Idai in March 2019.
Cyclone yakatirwadzisa zvakanyanya. Mukatarisa imba yangu yakatsemuka zvekuti ndiri mukati ndaione kunze. Marata akasimudzwa pamwese mukaite mvura.
Apa takata kutofarira kuti certificate sedu rakuda kubuda iro gorero ramachiro zvienda mberi. Ofisi yedu yakabva yaparadzwa nemvura. Mapapers ose akabva arasika akaenda nemvura.
The producers, members of the Rusitu Valley Fruit Growers and Marketing Trust, were supported by Zimtrade, the National Trade Development and Promotion Organization.
Back then they were practicing organic pineapple by default. By the reason of poverty, they were not applying any fertilizers. But then we started doing the paperwork with them from 2017 up to date. So prior to cyclone, we were about getting certification, then the documents were washed away.
First and foremost, since the farmers were psychologically affected, we had to rope in experts who came in and did counseling to these participants. We also sourced material, clothing, bedding, as well as food for the whole group of farmers. And in so doing, that's when farmers began opening up, showing increased interest towards the project. Hence, from the initial 22, we ended up having 45 farmers that were eventually certified. We also reached out to Call ACP so that they can provide experts and funding for the preparedness of the initial 22 and the other 23 farmers that joined the project.
So in 2019, we received a request for intervention from Zimtrade. Zimtrade is one of our long-term partners. We've been working together through the different programs, such as the Fit for Market. We had the opportunity to work together on a comprehensive action plan in order to support through trainings, capacity building this group of farmers. So it was really a long journey, but they were highly committed, resilient. The experts were also fundamental, Zimtrade, and obviously the buyer that was highly committed in getting this certification and getting the pineapples in Europe.
So first we started with the organization of a set of training sessions for key technical staff. It was not only on organic farming itself, but also to improve their field training skills. By applying the train the trainers principle and by supporting them to set up a demonstration plot, we aimed to maximally disseminate good organic pineapple production practices to the smallholder farmers. At the second stage, we provided technical assistance to get fully ready for the final certification audit. It involved a pre-audit. And then afterwards, intensive coaching, making sure that all essential processes were in place and the required documentation.
Call ACP was able to draw from its experience with regards to training and technical support in order for the farmers to be able to meet the standard requirements that is with respect to organic certification. We cannot understate the effects of the cyclone. Number one, to the production. Number two, moral state of the farmers. So it was really, really devastating. That whilst they were still trying to recover from the effects of the cyclone, that's when COVID-19 hit, and it also affected these farmers.
The global pandemic has added to the challenges, with restrictive measures slowing down production and trade. Greenstone Foods, the international off-take market identified by the Trust, was an important partner too.
We're sort of like managing the supply chain. It's from the production to when the product gets to the client. So because of that, we wanted to make sure that the product is produced in a very proper way and also harvested and transported and stored well. So that automatically meant that we're responsible for the OSP, the organic systems, for the organic certification. So now this is when we involved our field coordinator who works with the farmers day in, day out to ensure that all the processes, all the systems are in place and they are compliant.
Together, all the partners decided to focus on working towards Ecocert organic certification. And in August 2021, after 2 years of dedication, negotiation, and cooperation from all the partners, the Rusitu Valley producers obtained certification by the Ecocert Organic Standard.
Certification inobatsira mafarmers pakuti vacharima zvirimwa zvemhando yepamusoro zvinenge zvava zvichanga zviri zvemhando yepamusoro zvakare zvirimwa zvichaunza foreign currency kwevari nekuti zvinenge zveitengeswe kunze saka mukana wedu wekuti zvinenge zvedu hazvizokwanisi kuora tichitumidzawo kunze.
Certificate yedu iri kutiwandudzira because yakutotiwandudzira nevarimi. Tanga tiri anhu aishoreka munharaunda. Asi izvozvi vanhu vanotozwi ane zvigaro zvepamusoro-soro. Ndine tuzukuru twendiri kuendesa kuchikoro tuiri. Umweni wacho uri form 3, umweni wacho uri muECDB. Ndototorawo vazukuru kutoadzidzisa.
In December 2021, they celebrated sending their first shipments of organic pineapples to the Netherlands.
The farmers were able to export to the Netherlands, which is another milestone. And because of that, there is that global attention which is helping the farmers, because now they are known world over that there are farmers who were affected by the cyclone and also COVID-19, but they were able to overcome all those obstacles that were on their way, and ultimately they were able to export. And interestingly, because of that, the farmers started with a group of only 45, and they are now looking at expanding to 200, although there are more opportunities even to get to over 1,000 farmers.
Tinopa kutenda kune vose vakatiunzira chirongwa cheorganic certification.